that prophecy that Kim Clement talked about, where all the fightings will be over with and Esther will come forth and pour out the oil of healing on the nation, on the left and the right, and the new party. I believe that blood moon may be marking when this will all take place. Kim Clement prophesied in the middle of Trump's presidency, Esther will show up. And this blood moon on November 29th, 30th is almost smack dab right in the middle of his presidency. How about that?
Therefore, the healing that is necessary for this nation shall come at a time in the middle of the presidency, in the middle of the presidency, in the middle of the presidency. There shall be a woman that shall come, and God said there shall be oil that shall be poured upon the nation, and they shall suddenly feel the healing, and they shall say, it is well with my soul, it is well with our soul, for the soul of America has been corrupted, the soul of this nation has been corrupted with bitterness and anger, and God said she shall say, no more bitterness, no more anger, no more division, and shall pour the oil that shall come from the Spirit of the Lord himself. If you as a nation believe it, if you want this, lift your voice and shout one more time and say yes.
And she shows up and does an amazing work, which marks the end of all the fightings and all the corruption and everything taking place in America. And here's another way to look at these blood moons. Are these blood moons a precursor to Esther showing up onto the scene now for this extreme breakthrough to be done in the White House? Because the White House, for the most part, has always had corruption in it. Is it possible that there will be no more corruption in the White House? Well, God can do it. God can do anything. So as a recap, is this what we're looking at? 4 blood moons spaced out throughout the year, 1 at the beginning, 2 in the middle, and 1 at the end. And I believe these blood moons have been marking activities on the earth with extreme precision. And isn't now the next blood moon we're going into right now on July 4th and 5th is a marker of great escalation of wars that are going to take place. This incredible road of fighting that we're going to have to endure that continues to escalate from one event to the next, where it comes to a climactic conclusion at the 2020 elections in the United States of Trump's re-election. Okay? And who knows what events could take place after that, after Trump gets re-elected. We saw all the craziness that took place after Trump's election in 2016. So be in prayer, everybody. Say a prayer every day. Get in the habit of doing that every day. Pray for God's protection and his provision and his victories. And above all else, pray for all of our enemies out there causing this destruction. If you want to make a difference in this world, start praying for all those who are doing all this destruction. Perhaps God will intervene and stop them by changing their hearts. A lot of them can have that whole Saul getting knocked off his horse moment, okay? That can happen. So if we're praying for these people to get saved, to turn to Jesus, that will stop all the fighting. Perhaps we should be praying for their salvation. And yeah, I know it won't happen for all of them, but I bet you any money it would definitely happen to a really good amount of them. So think about it that way. You are praying for the violence to stop, but it's a 2-part prayer. We're praying for the violence to stop and for them to get saved. Okay? Do as the Bible instructs us to do. Pray for our enemies. Kim Clement prophesied there will be sounds of great victory after this is all over with. Now that could be the rapture resurrection of the church and or the ending of all this violence and a time of healing upon this nation and around the world. This will all take place in the middle of the presidency. Makes sense because the presidential elections are over and the deep state has lost and Trump is in the White House again. And they're just going to have to take their lumps until the tribulation begins and the church is removed. That could be the case. We don't know for sure. And of course, by the time this last blood moon takes place, Esther shows up onto the scene. Now, Esther mainly deals with the Jews. She prevented a mass genocide of the Jews. So the fact that she's showing up and we are going into the tribulation soon kind of makes sense. So what type of mass genocide could be lining up right now here in the United States or maybe somewhere else on earth that this Esther will play a part in stopping? Who knows? I'm going to have to do another video on that. Guys, please share this with your networks. Comment, let me know what you guys think. And if you like what we're doing here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new content that we have coming out.